congratulations on making it more than 10 years on your music career so far.
Music just sort of just like in my family, in my blood. My dad and my uncles, been singing ever since they were my age. It was always around me as a kid, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do at such a young age, which is so rare, you know what I mean? And I inspired people that were older than me to pursue what they wanted to pursue. And now to, be doing film now, which is a totally different door, it's incredible. I'm excited about it. It's still only the beginning of my career, the beginning of my life. So I'm just like, I can't wait for the future.
You have this new album that came out the end of last year. Tell us about what was the inspiration behind it. What were you really hoping to come across with how you wrote the songs and just the whole message overall?
I think for me, the goal was to just put out really good R&B music. I think I've built a solid R&B or urban fan base for myself since like the age of 10 years old. So I definitely wanted to give music I knew they would like, you know what I mean? And which is really true to my heart as well. R&B is sort of the foundation of me, that's what I grew up on, and I definitely wanted that to be the stamping point for my first album. And I'm actually getting ready to shoot more videos for the projects that we're releasing all year, and while I'm filming other projects, so doing little shows here and there, which is something I really miss, getting in front of the fans and showing that I'm an entertainer as well, because I definitely love to perform. I've been performing ever since I was 6.
Have you ever thought about doing any other genres?
I definitely do other genres. I think even for the album, I was kind of trying to figure out which way I wanted to go. I was like, I want to go more of a crossover pop or really R&B vibe. So I think for my first album, I definitely wanted to stick to R&B. I also have other records on the project that have a crossover more appeal, like The Real. The Real is obviously could be a really cool pop record. Then you got records like Remember Me and Love Drug, who have a totally different twist. It almost remind you of like the Bruno Mars album or something like that. And so I wanted to incorporate those songs into the project so people didn't put me in a box, or he's just an R&B artist, or he's not really, he can't come over this way.
If you could collaborate with any other artist, who would you want to collaborate with?
Male, I definitely want to get in with Bruno Mars. I feel like the type of music he does just kind of speaks to like my soul. Female, probably Kalani.
Let's say you were setting up a concert or a music festival. Who would you pick as the headliner? Who would you love to watch? And who else would you pick? Or maybe you would put yourself in there. What would you do?
I definitely put Drake in there. Well, I would love to see like a genre mix tour, like Drake, Bruno Mars, Chris, or like things that would just absolutely sell out. Where like you got these incredible acts on, and these really huge acts, but different genres of music on one tour, like 21 Pilots on a Drake tour, or like Kendrick Lamar, like mixing those genres up and bringing all those people together to join and put in one arena or one venue. That would be incredible.
Where would be the ideal venue for you?
Wembley. We're going to Wembley Stadium.
Now you also act, and we have Collateral Beauty that just came out. What was it like filming that?
It was incredible. I think working with Will is like a dream come true for any up-and-coming actor. I feel like you already know Will, because you sort of wake up and then he's on TV.
And he has that personality.
Yeah, he's like as soon as I met him, we just sort of broke the ice. I feel like he was like a family member of mine, and that's how I felt with the whole cast. I felt very welcomed, and me being sort of like the least recognizable in the film, you know what I mean, just surrounded by so many legends, and it's like, who's that kid, you know what I mean? So I was excited to show what I can do on set and really show that I can keep up with the big timers.
You have another movie coming out in the spring. What can you tell us about that?
The movie is called Slight. Slight is about a kid named Bo who's falling on hard times after the loss of his parents, and just him and his little sister Tina. He does street magic. He's obsessed with magic, but he's also doing a little bit of drug dealing to pay some bills in the house. And once he sees how dark that world is, he uses his obsession with magic to deal with those problems. And it sort of creates this superhero, maybe origin story, maybe.
And is there anything that you're working on we can look forward to?
I'm going to be filming a couple of new projects. I just booked this TV series for Showtime. I'll be filming that in Chicago for about 4 months for the summer. So I'll be in Chicago pretty much, or Midwest area for these 4 months, starting in April, where I'm really excited about. April, Slight comes out, and then I have a movie with Kathryn Bigelow that I did last year. That'll come out in August around my birthday, so I'm excited about that. And that's a movie based around the 1967 Detroit riots. So it's a period film. I'm like, I have my hair like texturized, and I was curly. I was feeling myself. I had the little goatee. It's good.
If you had to pick between acting and music, could you?
If you would ask me this question like the year before the last year, I would have been like music. But I've sort of found a love for both. I feel like they're all sort of the same.
Like art.
It's like art. You know what I mean? Like when you go into a studio booth, you're like, you're portraying, yourself, but you're like giving off emotion. Giving off emotion and that's like what you do on set.
What do you think is something we don't know about you that we'd be surprised to know?
A lot of people would like be shocked to find out that I'm like very like clean and like neat. Like my books gotta be a certain way. Like I'm like something's crooked, I like turn it. Like it's like kind of weird. Like when it comes to like my area, like if it's like a wrinkle in the comforter, I just like stretch it out. Like I'm like really like antsy about that. Yeah.
Is your closet nice and neat, like organized?
Color coordinated. Yeah, and I wear
Is it-
a lot of black.
So you have like the black section and then a few colors.
Section pretty much covers most of it, and all the colors are over there.
What would you say to your fans? What would be your message to them, either through your music, your acting, your dancing, or just overall?
Spread love, spread positivity. You don't have to do music or you don't have to do film. Just know what you want to do and put your mind to it. The power of the mind is incredible. I think I'm really big on that, speaking things into existence and having faith and putting towards, not just thinking it, but doing action. Working hard towards those goals.